Hi, welcome back to the channel. So today we're reviewing a new piece of equipment. We've been very kindly sent this by Lucy at Oneleaf, so big thank you to Lucy. This is the Oneleaf.ai NV500 Commander Eagle. So this is a digital day and night scope. It's a little different than a lot of the others you have on the market because of the bits and pieces that come with it. So obviously you have your manual, you have your battery charger for the torch. It comes with spare O-rings and a USB-C lead and a few tools. You get an additional lens, so this scope actually has interchangeable front lenses. Now this one is the 30mm one, and I would recommend you use this one for 50 meters or below, so any sub 12 ratters and everything, this is the one you want to use. The other lens it comes with is a 50mm lens, and that one I would say if you're going to be shooting 50 meters or over. You also get you get a free torch with it, which I'll show you because it's already on the gun, and you get yourself a nice pouch to protect the scope when it's in use or in the cabinet or when you're transporting it. So very briefly, that's what we get in the box. You also get a memory card for the camera, and you get a battery for the torch as well, so you've literally got everything straight out the box to come and go. So I've currently got this fitted on my FX Impact M3. This is a 25 cal FAC high power rated one. So this is the scope. I've also got the additional sunshade fitted, so when I'm using it in daytime use I don't get too much light onto the image. We have the standard buttons, very similar to the NV500, which we have here, which is fitted on my sub 12 airgun rifle. You have three modes. You have day, night, and starry mode, which is like a sort of, it goes a bit purple screen, but it allows lower light usage without having to use an IR torch. It's actually really good when you use it. You have this is your twist button here to access through your menus, and also a quick press is the rangefinder, because this one, also like the other one, NV400, has a digital rangefinder. I compared this rangefinder against my Vortex rangefinder, which is a £400 rangefinder, and this was actually spot on with it, so I'm quite impressed with that. The actual build fit and finish of it is exceptional. It's very well built. It's a bit lighter than the NV400. You don't have a additional battery like the NV400 that you can put into this, so the battery on board is not interchangeable, but it gives you around 6 hours use, which is, you know, who has it on permanently for 6 hours? You're normally in standby mode for a few hours. But worst comes to the worst, if you wanted extra, you can always remove this cap on the side here, and then you can use a long USB lead with, let's say, a USB power bank in your pocket, so you could extend the use. It's got the Sony Starvis sensor in here, so you know you're going to get decent image quality. It's capable of up to 4K 120 frames per second, so you can get some nice slow mode. I haven't used this at night yet, but I will be doing it in the video. There will be hunting footage to come, and I'll put that at the end of the video. And I'll also do a close-up around the scope. So far, my only real negative with it is I would have preferred to have a little pick rail on this side, and the reason being, when you're in the field and you want to adjust the objective when your torch is on, it's right, you've got to get your fingers between the two to adjust the focus, and to be fair, that is my only gripe with this scope. The rest of it is absolutely spot on. The ballistic calculator, when you set that up correctly, that is also spot on. I've validated this one, so I zero at 25 meters on my FAC air rifle, and I validate it out to 150 because realistically I'm hunting, so I don't really want to go for stupid long ranges and wound stuff. I'll sort of keep it, usually I'm sort of around about 70 to 130, that sort of bracket, with the occasional close one. But first impressions with this, it's an exceptional bit of kit. The image quality on the screen is amazing. It has an internal compass, it has a gyro, and also accelerometers. As far as calibrating this and setting it up, it's really simple, but I suggest you do it off the gun. The first one is obviously the accelerometers. You just find a flat space, you put it on, you push the button, you leave it for 10 seconds, and it says, yep, okay, that's plane 0. For the compass calibration is a little bit different than the NV400. So with the NV400 you sort of go in like a figure of 8 motion like that, whereas this one you actually go in a circular motion with it, and that's the only difference in the software I found. So if you want to know how to set up the ballistic calculator and what the software looks like, then have a look at my NV400 videos, because like I say, setting up the ballistic calculator and general operation is pretty much the same. The torch is actually really good. You can easily see out to 400 yards with this and beyond eye shine. There's 3 power settings on here indicated with these little green lights. Now on my NV400, because I'm close range ratting, I just put a little bit of electrical tape on here to cover the lights so that I didn't get any light shine on my face. But when you're going beyond that, the light is so minimal, you know, but when you're shooting like a 10-yard rat in a dairy parlour, well, it does show. You can have the buttons illuminated should you wish to. It does record sound. The eye relief on this is brilliant, really. I've pretty much put it anywhere up and down on the gun and I can still get a nice clear image. The information displayed on screen is very good. You have obviously your gyro, your accelerometers, your cant, everything like that is displayed on you. It gives you your rangefinder information. You can move the rangefinder to wherever you want it to appear on the screen. So normally I have mine sort of top left of the screen, so I know I'm just off from my crosshair, because I don't like it being right on my crosshair. The reason for that is if you're range finding something and then the ballistic calculator comes and puts a little mark on there for you to show you what to shoot, to give you your holdover, you've got 2 lots of information in the same place. So I always keep mine off slightly to the left. The plastic caps, they're okay, they do the job, you know, it can go out the way, and then obviously daytime use. With the 30mm lens, you actually have it's like a camera shutter. You can rotate it and the hole becomes smaller, so you can control the amount of light going into the unit. But with the 50mm one, I've been using this, and to be honest, we're having exceptional weather in the UK at the moment, which is very rare, and even in, you know, really bright sunlight, the 50mm has been amazing. In this video I will try both. I will go ratting with it. We're going to put this on another rifle as well, probably put it on the channel co-creators 22-250 when he gets it, and we'll see what it's like on that. But so far I'm very impressed with it. It feels familiar, obviously, because it's very similar to the NV400, but it's just a little bit more compact. And the one thing they have got right on here, because I remember my PARD NV008, the sort of step-up bracket that the unit sat on was awful, and whenever I touched it would lose zero, it would move. The one on this is actually very well done. It is actually all the way out to here, but the securing locations under here are absolutely brilliant. I mean, I've got 5 screws in it at the moment, and it's all firmly held in place. I have knocked this over in the car on the way down to my last shoot, and zero held. And to be honest, I'm very clumsy with my rifles, and I do knock zero out quite a lot, but so far this one has withstood a few bumps. But overall, if you're looking for a cheap digital day-night scope, you can't really go wrong with this one. Like I said, you've got everything in the package. You can record up to 4K, 120 frames per second. It's very reasonably priced. It's a good £200 cheaper than the competition out there, and I really strongly advise you have a look at the Oneleaf website, because they've got some cracking products. So I know this isn't a thorough, in-depth one. The scope has got millions of features, but it's very similar to the NV400, and I did go over that in my previous NV400 video, so just look through my history. But I want to focus more on actual shooting footage with this, so the next part of the video, or if you want to skip all the boring blurb, you can jump straight out, skip along, and you will find some hunting. So I'm going to take it out the squirrel feeder, probably a nighttime rabbit hunt, and yeah, a few other bits and pieces, you know, maybe the old crow shoot or something, and I'll put it together in the video. But yeah, that's all to come. So if you don't want to listen, fast forward. If you do want to listen, then it's coming right now. The scope has a choice of 7 different reticles. Now, if you look at this image here, you can see 6, but if you look in the bottom of the image between the last 2 crosshairs, you'll see a single dot on its own. Well, that actually is an option as well. You also have, if you look at the very bottom, 5 different reticle colours to choose from. So basically your preference, you can have it set however you want. The holdover markers, you can't change the colours on, but you can the reticle. So, quick close-up of the scope. Nice clear buttons. Let's spin you around. That's your rangefinder. Oh, and I forgot to mention you do have a laser pointer as well. Whether or not you get that on the UK version is a different matter because of the fun police. Let's open up the front cap. You can see the huge objective there. And then spin it around the other side. In here you have your HDMI out, your memory card and your USB line in. This is where you charge it. And this is your release button to switch your objective bells. Warning, this is a pest control video. If you are easily offended, please do not watch. So it's a really hot day here today in England, and there's no way I was going to be walking around the farm in this heat. So I've come into the woods where it's nice and sheltered. It's quite cool down here. I've not got a hide or anything. I'm just literally sat in a bush. On me, got the impact on the trigger sticks, and yeah, we're just going to see if we can pick off a couple of squirrels. So it's a relatively new feeder. Also, this will be my first kill shots since switching to the new H&N. These are the 40 grain 0.250 in 25 count FAC, and obviously with the new NV500 as well. So we'll keep quiet, we'll get stuck in, and we'll see what comes in. Well, that's a blinding start. I'm out with the Impact M3 and the NV500, and I've just had a rabbit at 132 meters, which is about 150 yards. So that's a cracking start to the evening. Well, I had two good shots there in quick succession. One was 67 metres and one was about 77 metres. And I brought those down, but while I was looking through the scope, I could hear something next to me. I took the two shots, killed the two rabbits, looked down beside me, and literally 5 to 7 feet away was a bloody badger stood right beside me. Gave me the fright of my life. But yeah, that was a good couple of shots, nice clean kills. This is my first outing with the NV500 from Oneleaf. This scope is, well, it's just awesome. You'll see the footage. So I'm shooting my FX Impact Mark III. This is the FAC version. I'm shooting 40 grain H&N hollow point slugs at around about 950 feet per second. And then I've got my Promos Gen 2 trigger sticks. I'm having to use the scope tonight as well for spotting because like an idiot, I forgot my thermal. So yeah, it's a little bit more difficult, but you know, we're getting results. This is the third rabbit now, 3 for 3, so I'm pleased with that. I've added this clip at the end so you can see the quality of footage that you can expect from this scope once you get everything dialed in, all your settings right. It really is quite a fantastic image, I'm sure you'll all agree. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this scope. You're going to see a lot more footage of it on the channel. If you're interested in looking at one, check out Oneleaf.ai's website. And that's it for this week, and we'll hope to see you all again soon.